lesson for them to learn. Some of them will learn, but as long as they know they're going to constantly go in and out within a few months, it does nobody any good working like it. They learn the system and they learn how to play it. So if I could get a law passed, it would be to speed up that system and make some teeth into it.
Wow. One. Guess we can't pass a failure to do right law, can we? I would say, you know, we have laws now that pertain to metal thefts, drugs. We just need to work more closely with the prosecuting attorneys, with the judges, with the court system, probations and paroles to try to put some teeth into those and enforce the ones that we have, and then have them enforced by punishment on the back end. But if we were going to change any single law in the state of Georgia, or convince somebody to change it, I think it would be the domestic violence law that allows what you'd call marital privilege. I think if somebody gets beat enough and they still don't want to prosecute, it shouldn't be in their hands anymore. It's our job to protect folks whether they want us to protect them or not. Sometimes that doesn't make people happy, but we need some cooperation from the state, we need some cooperation from the prosecutors, and we need to be able to do something about repeat domestic violators and repeat child molesters that currently we don't have.
I would agree with Mr. Baird on the domestic violence. We need to get some control over that. I've been on calls myself where you go to lock up a male because he beat his wife, and the wife want to turn around and beat you up because you're trying to lock him up. So I think we need to focus on that and see if we could get a stringent law passed on that to take some kind of action against that. Thank you.
I'd like to see tougher gun laws. The domestic violence is a good law, but I guess it's like they said, we just need to take the laws we got and work with the court systems. House Bill 1176, we'll work with the courts, you know. We'll get the counseling, you know, help these people out so they're not repeat offenders. I think that's the way we need to go.
Okay, Mr. Thomas, what advice would you give to your officers when responding to domestic disputes?
Be very mindful and very watchful. Just like they just said, you go to lock up that husband, they may turn on you. You know, they're fighting with each other, and then when you get in the middle of it, they're fighting you. You got to pay attention to everybody. Be wary of what's around you and who's around you. You know, you don't have eyes in the back of your head, but you just got to pay attention and watch. I said it takes a split second for them to turn on you, and then you got 2-on-1. But just, like I said, for them to just be mindful and watchful of what's going on around them.
Sorry, I had to follow mine on that one. The domestic violence laws in Georgia are an issue, especially as you see if you read the blotter. But the main thing the officers need to do when they respond to a domestic violence situation is, first of all, see if they've been there before. Chances are pretty good they have. You want to make sure that you're professional and you're as nice as they'll let you be, and that you keep an eye on what's going on around each other, and then you need to find out actually what happened. This is 5, 10, 30 years of ongoing issues and problems that they keep battling through and having, and you got 10 or 15 minutes to sort it out and figure out who actually caused the problem. You can't just assume that the one that called was the one who was the victim. You got to ask questions, you got to look at evidence, you got to be aware of what's going on around you, and you got to make the right decision. There's a decision to be made, there'll be evidence there to support it. You just do the right thing, be safe about it, and be as professional as they'll let you be.
I would say again, go into a domestic call, watch your surroundings, talk to both parties and find out what happened, and mostly try to see if there's any kids involved, because they're the ones going to be mostly affected by all this. And like I said, take notation, talk to them, find out who started. If both started, then you got to take action.